we will change. Yeah. So, mammogram, the fees, that has to be one. Like I said, if they come all the way down to the top of the bridge. Oh, but it continues. We changed the because of the little tab. I didn't need to have the little tab that slides in. We didn't change the. Okay. All right, ready to go? Oh, meeting order. Stand for five.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First order of business, any additions or corrections to the minutes of last meeting?
No, they look good to me.
I have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as it stands for last meeting.
I will second the motion. Motion made and seconded to approve the meeting for the last town council meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Switching. None opposed. Motion passes. Publication of claims. I went through the claims yesterday. Things look good, so I'll make a motion to pay the claims as presented.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to pay the claims. Those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Motion passes. Department report, anything not already on the agenda? No, I don't think so.
Nothing?
Got the water leak fixed? Legal?
Nothing.
Law enforcement?
Actually, I do. On the 15th of July, I made notification by mail to Willie Curtis Jr. at 404 East Main for his yard to be mowed. As of 2:15 this afternoon, there's been no. Up to you guys what action you want to take next. He's got, you get 10 days plus 2 days for the mail, so. 404 East Main Street.
It's pretty rough there.
Was it ditches?
It's been the last 2 years or whatever. Recurring.
Yeah.
Mow it and lean. You could do a mow and lean, or
They're renting, aren't they? No.
No. It's listed on the records as theirs.
and we have a cost sheet for the mowing of it. And the idea is that it's got to be way more than if the town does it cheaper than a commercial, then you're in the business of doing it.
Yeah,
So it's up to you guys.
Yeah.
That's the main drive.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who does it? Howard or town guy?
Big thing's gonna be all the, what do you do with all the stuff that's laying everywhere? There's trash everywhere in that yard.
There is now?
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere.
Toys and bikes that are usually there.
Keeping track of hours on top of mowing costs. Things that are why we have to do. When it's done,
You have to walk it, move all the stuff out. Keep track of the exact time it takes to do it. Because there's man hours and equipment hours on that chart sheet.
Right. When we do that, do we have to let them know that the town guys are coming? Because it's or
I can't remember. I mean, the smart one. Are they there? Like, okay, so they wouldn't look out the window and see guys.
They have not been there for a while.
Okay.
really?
At least another week, 10 days.
Could the stuff be just thrown on their front porch or anything?
Yeah, they can put it in the driveway or front porch. It's mostly bicycles and boys.
Maybe take pictures before, just, you know, hey, I had a Rolls Royce in the front yard. would you do with it?
How much do you charge them for the actual mowing?
There's April has a piece scheduled somewhere.
Okay.
But didn't you just
Charge them for the labor, and then each piece of equipment has a separate rate.
Yeah, bush hog, we got an hourly rate, now this rate, now that rate.
Okay.
I mean, it goes up all the way from the bucket trucks down to a weed eater.
So they need to vote on this.
Yeah, because it's spending town money. And we get it back in the form of lien, but.
I make a motion, we go forward with, getting the property at 404 East Main mowed to record the meeting each day. As it's been suggested.
I will second that. Motion been made and seconded to proceed with the mowing and cleanup of 404 East Main.
That's all I have.
Okay. Ken Smith not here. Public concerns? Kristen, Sue, you guys?
Yeah, we came just to make sure that we're on track for the fish fry and the playground and gates. Michael Nearing's here with us. He's the director of operations at Southmont. And so he's been gathering some quotes for you guys, and I think he just left those with you, Mike. Michael, do you have anything you want to?
Yeah, we just
Really
been,
touch
well,
base
first
on?
off, we've been getting our school ready also for the fish fry. We put new river rock down, trimmed our trees, we're gonna get everything cut, we trimmed the ditch and so on. So we're trying to get everything looking nice. I saw that the fence went in today on the preschool side, which looks good. And so pieces that we still need to do, I know at some point in the fall, we'll lay the grass and the seed at some point when the weather's probably better for it. And then at some point we have plans, or you guys have plans for gates along the street to help the kids cross safely, which is important. So the three things that I gave you quotes on that we were not in the original agreement that we're interested in doing as a school would be putting a divider down the entire north side in between the street where the school is and the playground with some concrete parking blocks. Right now, we see a lot of people parking halfway on the dirt, halfway on the gravel, and having that division there would be better for our kids playing on there. The second thing is adding some benches for parents to sit in that we think would be good. So you have a quote for that as well. We recommend 7 benches. Kristen has locations where she wants those to go. We would want to get them through the same company that did our playground because it'll match. It'll look.
Is that the Miracle Playground of Indiana quote?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it matches it then.
It matches perfectly. And we have a plan. We're in the process, just so you're aware, of doing our Walnut Playground also for Walnut Elementary, same company. So they're giving us a discount on the benches and free shipping if we order all those benches at the same time. So we would get free shipping and the discounted price. If we order that plus our Walnut ones as well. So we have that piece. And then the last piece is we'd like to do a really low profile fence on the big kids side. So we would have the parking blocks, we'd have the grass, we'd have the benches, but what we want is just some timbers like we originally had connected by a 2-inch rope down there, just so that a kid doesn't, they're having fun, they're running off the playground, and there's just one more barrier there. It doesn't need to be a full-fledged, chain link fence, but just something low profile that we feel like would help that. So those are items that were not in the original agreement that we would like to add. Our ask is if there is funds available for the town to cover that, that would be great. The total amount is a little bit less than $13,000 for all that to be done according to these quotes. So that's our ask. If the funds aren't there, then the school would want to work with you to find a way to get it done. So.
I budgeted 100,000 in park equipment. We haven't touched that yet.
Okay.
So I paid for the fence today, which came out of Park and Rec maintenance, so that's a totally different
Right.
fund, so
And the other gates would come out of,
the gates could come out of that too, if it's not $85,000.
Right.
And then we also have a little over 3,000 still in our donations that was signified for benches.
Okay,
So,
so that would be easily allocated there.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Is this your family here?
Yes, this is my wife.
Nice to meet
Hi.
This
you.
is my
Nice
son
meeting you.
Sam. He goes to
Nice to meet you.
he's
Nice to meet
eighth grade, and he was out here today. They had, locker decoration day, walker
Mhm.
schedule day, so they're here with me.
So thanks for bringing them. Thanks
Yeah.
for what you do at the school system.
You bet. And Lindsay, my wife, she works for the schools as well, so she's out
I'm
there
at Newmarket, but I get the pleasure of working with Kristen with communities and schools and just think the world of everybody here. Yep.
Where are those benches going, Kristen, out of curiosity?
So I want to put one back in between the trees where we took the yucky one out. And between the large shelter house and the little playground. On the big side of the playground, the mulch kind of comes up on the south side there. That's where we're going to put our donation rock that has all of the donors engraved on it. And we were thinking a bench there. So there's 2 of them. And then we were going to do 2 on the little playground and 3 on the big. Is that right? Is my math right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
3 in the big, 2 on the small, and then 2 are special locations.
I got a question. That cement, are you talking about the cement curbs?
Yeah,
Um,
so, yeah, just cement curb, individual parking blocks all the way down.
all right, because I mean, I had a concern, about cars coming up into there. You're talking about this. Okay. Small finish to the road. And we also, what about if we would actually put some plywood around that would, maybe deter a car or somebody who ended up on there when you put on the wrong pedal and string a rope on that rather than just 2-inch fence post or something.
We're gonna do, the recommendation is to do a 6x6 treated
The
lumber.
benches,
And that would be cemented down. And then it would be connected by 2-inch.
and the concrete
So
blocks.
it should function as that level of security, I hope.
I'm gonna get that out of there and get going.
Yeah, it's similar to what was there already.
Yeah.
Exactly. Keep a car off and keep a kid.
Yeah.
Dumb lawyer question, so it'd be South that does the contracting, you just want money from the town to you, or do you want the town to do the
We
contract?
could go either way,
I
yeah.
got him, I mean,
Yeah. We could, what our contractors would need is some kind of purchase order, some kind of agreement, or even an email legally binding would say, hey, we're good to move forward, right?
which is what Board of Accounts would want. and everything else,
Exactly.
So,
And so these are contractors we've worked with already. We know they'll do good work. They were competitive in the bids and we got. So that's our request, yeah.
So you and Principal Paris have a line of communication established with the Freeway, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Where Amy and April's kind of been on the outskirts there, ready to help if need be.
As long as any invoice has to be made to the town.
So what we could do, if this works for you, is we could give them the go-ahead, say, yes, you're good to go ahead and do that, initiate that process. Then we could ask them to send us a bill and put the town of Ladova on the bill. Now, our process, if you're okay with it, is we don't pay any bills until the work's completed. We check off. They're used
We
to
have
that
to
with
wait
us.
till it's
Okay,
done.
Travis.
Yeah, we verify, we sign off, okay, this is to our standards as agreed upon, and then we can pay it.
Right.
So, okay.
you got, yeah, so school would be contracting, but the bill sent to the town writes the check or checks, depending on.
Right.
And then your vote would be to
Right.
pick up 100% of the tab of these 3.
Right, I'm gonna make a motion and Michael second it. We're good from there, aren't we? Right. I'll make a motion, we continue with the estimate from Miracle Playground to do low profile fence and
The Miracle's just doing the benches.
the benches, okay, the benches,
The low profile fence will be done through Sugar Creek Landscape.
okay, gotcha, all right,
And then.
And then
That's
Edgewood
where the
will
other
do the
two
concrete
come in.
blocks.
okay, yep. Make a motion if we go ahead and get that started and
Okay.
just make sure we let Amy and.
Yeah, I'll update you, I'll get the process started. I'll keep you updated as they progress.
Nice asset for the town.
Yeah.
Really nice. So I will second that motion. Motion been made and second to approve the improvements to the park that South Line is giving us. So, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Cool.
Thank you.
We also have, did you get a quote for concrete on the walk there?
I don't know if they actually gave us a quote yet for that, or in between.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah. We got one.
Asphalt.
Exactly, 7,000. The way the guy talked, you could do it almost a week. Would look nice.
Yeah, that would be a good addition.
What would last longer? Paved would probably last longer.
Concrete.
Concrete
Yeah.
does.
We could call them tomorrow and see if we can punch it over that or what.
Sounds good. Those were gates on Hickory Hill, or still waiting for?
I think we gave it to August, to the beginning of August, so we haven't got really anything besides the quotes from Newmarket for building them, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I think you guys talked about having Newmarket Oil, they could make the gates and then Scott installing them.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, we looked at that.
So that
Did Scott give us a bid on installing?
He gave us one for material and labor, so
it was fun.
we said,
So we thought going the other way might get a little more reasonable.
so then, I mean, the gates themselves, if Newmarket does it, are almost 11,000.
Yeah.
Or then we have Ezra, who you already used anyway.
Yeah, Ezra quoted us a couple different gates. Some, we started originally with ones that match what we have on our high school campus,
Right.
which are they're pretty pricey. It's more of a long-term investment type of gate. Kids even climb on it, play on it, it's gonna be fun. But there's quite a bit of investment in those.
This quote from Ezra is for all the work, labor, and materials is 32,000.
And that might be more competitive or comparable to what Newmarket Welding was gonna create, is that one, so.
School would like to see these gates up really quick.
Well,
Yeah.
so we'll just do it.
CGLP agreement draft. Voting percent. Everybody's supposed to send us some hourly quotes too. Oh, we got some
hour,
Pardon?
so like if we just called them in and paid them by the
Yeah,
hour.
yeah, which we do.
Apple to apple.
Yeah,
I'd rather do that myself.
Yeah.
I think that's a better idea than signing a 5-year contract.
I agree. Although the tree trimming.
It's not the money, yeah, I know, but it's, so is 137,000 a year for 5 years.
That's true. That's true. Although the tree trimming was included in that, yes.
So, we'll just figure it out.
Yeah, since our next meeting, is
Tree
really,
trimming.
talking about ELP and their rates, and PA's rates.
Okay,
AWL invoice. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we got it right there. How y'all doing down there?
We're pretty crowded. We've got, Ladoga has had, we've had 22 intakes for Ladoga.
How many
22,
for the year?
yeah, since January to June. We went 6 months, so January to June. 10 of those dogs, though, we did not pick up the beagles that she let loose. We
Yes.
picked them out on the railroads, but they came from Ladoga because she abandoned them. And she had 17 to begin with when we went and visited her. And she said she took 5. She said she sold 2, and then she let 10 go. She just opened the gates and let them run. We picked them up everywhere. People were calling all over, and we were trapping them, and New Ross got, so they went right down the railroad tracks.
That public record?
I don't know about that. I mean, she abandoned, she doesn't live there anymore. So, you know, I don't think, we just pick them up, we're not gonna, we still have 6 of them. They were never socialized, never taken care of. We have a beagle rescue now that may be taken, and they're so scared, they just cower and didn't want, they're beautiful little pure blood beagles. Kittens, we've had 5 litters of kittens brought in the last 2 months from here, but we don't put them on the intakes because if they're newborns and there's no mother, they're probably not gonna survive. We try to do bottle feeding and do whatever, but we have 11 kitten litters brought in, we don't have enough help to do that. So we don't label them as intakes because a lot of them die. We don't vaccinate them, they're too young, we don't do anything. If they survive, great, we keep, if they don't, then, you know, we can't save their intakes. Call outs, we've had 15 call outs. I know we've been down over the hill here. All you have down there now are goats. He does have a water thing out there. Supposedly he lost that and he's supposed to.
He lost what?
The ground, he's not gonna be there anymore. That's what he told our manager.
That's news to us, isn't it? I mean, not arguing with you at all, I think it's news to us.
Yeah, I don't know.
Possible, I guess.
He's gotten rid of everything. He had pigs, he had a horse,
Yeah.
he had peacocks, none of that's there. All I saw today is goats. We come every week. I've been coming every other week, and then they come about every week.
So how many call outs do you have about that, did you say?
Well, none there. I mean, you know, we just come and check that because we don't want animals dying down there like last year when the horse died from
I
the
thought
water.
you were saying you had
No,
15.
we had 15 call outs. That's not counting that.
Okay, understood.
And then on the curve out here, he's only down to 1 pony. He rescues and then he transports.
Right.
He's trying to do the right thing. He's a nice guy. I mean, we've had the Indiana Board of Health out there. That's what's called BOA, which is Board of Animal Health.
He'd come to a meeting and give us all his paperwork and explain
And
himself
so,
pretty
yeah,
well.
and now we're partnered with them, so if we ever need them to go to look, then they're Johnny on the spot. They
So
come
you've
right away.
actually partnered up with this guy.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So, yeah,
good to know.
we have
Thank
his
you.
number and all that, and he's been very good. There's
Now,
been a couple of things.
Nikki Sillery's still
Mhm.
the,
She's medical coordinator.
okay.
Abby Horn is the new manager.
Are you making headway down there?
Not much. You know, we want to, best friends wants us to be a no-kill, so I think we are housed for 38 and we have 74 dogs, and I think we're housed for 83 and we have 210 cats. That's not what's in Foster.
Can you tell us 22 intakes from here, you said?
Mhm.
Can you tell us how that compares to last year when we was talking about
Oh, I
this?
don't know about last year.
Okay, got it.
But, I do know that, we still are housing 11 dogs that we took in 3 years ago. They're great dogs from Ladoga. We're not gonna put them down. They're great dogs. We just need to find the right person. I mean, our staff is never gonna say euthanize good animals. They're just not gonna.
Do you still have at a certain amount of days, you look at it and then you process it through, like, you get a dog, let's say Spot.
You're talking about temperament testing?
No.
Like ever so often?
No, he comes in and when he reaches so many days, you guys, we gotta make a decision on whether we euthanize or not, and then you have to have a second opinion.
That's
Okay.
temperament testing.
That's
Used
different.
after 3 weeks, because it takes an animal a long time to get settled. If they've been in an abusive home or neglected or not fed, of course they're gonna be food aggressive and they're not gonna like people. If a guy is beating you, they're not, that takes a while. That is not the animal's fault, and that's how they look at that. So we used to give them 3 weeks in ISO, and then we would temperament test. If they didn't pass temperament test, we would put them down. We do not do that anymore because we have found that we are force funded by the county and the city. People don't like you euthanizing animals. They just, and now with social media and best friends and all of that, so we're getting some help from best friends. We took 20 cats to Arkansas. We took 8 dogs to Fort Wayne. Those 8 dogs were out in 4 days. So they're going to come and get 8 more dogs, and we're going to take 20 more cats. So but
Network.
we might take 6 out and get 5 in. We just picked up 5 dogs right outside town here. Beautiful dogs on Sunday. The guy came and got them. It was 2 puppies, 2 moms, and a male. And he came and paid for us to be microchipped, and he came and got them. Lived right outside town. They were beautiful dogs. But he's doing the right thing. They just got out. But we didn't want to get killed. So, but they're back home. But like I said, we might get out 4 dogs and get in. You just don't know.
How's the 22 from Ladoga compared to the other municipalities?
Well,
Size or whatever?
I can tell you that Lake Holiday has like 7, New Richmond has 6, Wayne has 8, and Wingate has 9. But some of these they don't contract with us. But if the county calls, that's not county. That's only what I told you is what we pick up in city limits. If it's outside city limits, right, that goes to the county. That doesn't. It's from Ladoga, the address is, but it's outside of town.
Nikki
Hillary,
and her husband.
yes.
Do they live in Ladoga? Do you know Nikki? Mike?
They live out 200 east and yes.
Okay.
Is that New Market? New Market?
It's still a little bit.
Oh, I thought she told me it was a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's on the AWL board now, Jackie?
Rich Stevens is our president. Wayne Wills is our treasurer. Noah Horton is our vice president. I'm the treasurer. And then Cartersville Vet, they just one of their Texas coming on. Well, she's already on. We voted her on last. She's wonderful. Then Sally Gooden, she's the one that answers the phone and all. Been there for years and years. She's on our board.
Is Erica Miller still on it?
No. No.
Kurt Holman's still your lawyer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then used to be the head of dispatch, Vicki, Cope, I think.
Cope.
Yeah, Cope.
Mhm.
She was dispatch, she's on our board.
Mike, you have this for a second.
Yep.
I would like to see maybe a special meeting with our board, their vice president, Jackie, and the president of the board. I'd like to do that before the year ends and we commit to another year. Can we make that happen? Okay,
Let me know.
I would like to see that. Can you?
Okay.
You should pay for 6 months.
Yeah, we need to pay the second 6 months. I'll make a motion, we pay the second 6 months with the understanding that the end of the year, no later than end of January, we have a special meeting where our board can meet with your board. And then Mr. Peoples has a chance to publicize that.
Okay.
Let's talk through some of this stuff. Does that work?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll second. Motion made second to pay the 6,038 hours of that for the rest of the year. AWL. Those in
I don't think those two guys want to chase dogs, do you?
I'm not. Anything else from the public? You want to, anything else? Yes.
The only thing we've been messing with one pole at the park. We've been messing with it and messing with it and messing with it. And I'm probably gonna end up having to buy a new breaker box. We had one there, breakers weren't working right. Dwayne said it was having a problem with it last year. They weren't working right. We put a different one on. It was an older one, but it's still all there. We put it on. I don't understand like this. I don't care what they say. The breakers are Omen. They say they're working. You plug them in. You got power on top. You turn them on. You got nothing out the bottom on one side. You switch the breaker. You got problem. It's coming out the other side. I don't know.
Where's this at?
At the park for the fish fry. I mean, that's our biggest issue.
Still have a day.
That's
So
our
you just
biggest
get a new
issue.
one? Is that gonna fix the problem?
We think they got them at Home Depot. So we got them there. We can run and get one tomorrow. It's just, we're just scratching our heads because we tried all 4 breakers and 2 different boxes and we still got the same issue going on. So
Running out of time for fish fry. You see this right?
Yeah, I did get that. Where's that? Yeah, I'll look at it.
5 o'clock for the school game.
you just
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Oh, I thought you said 9. I'm sorry. Wait, I don't have my hair done by 9.
Nothing else?
Thank you guys for coming, for sharing yourself. Thank you for what you do and your family for coming. Appreciate the attendance. I'll make a motion to be adjourned.
What is it? I can't.
Wait, hang on.
Amy comes in on that. Oh, we did. You swear. Items for clerk treasurer.
Oh,
We're gonna be going to clerk treasurer school. On August the 11th and 13th.
Well, if it's not recess.
coming up.
So the office will be closed.
Are we?
No, 11th and 13th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pay attention.
I'm sorry, Mom.
So anyway, the office will be closed virtually this year.
It's
got over you.
So it's got.
Don't
Don't worry, I don't.
I asked Dave about the name change. He didn't have an answer. So,
Off the top of my head.
so I texted Heather and she said, yeah, you probably need to change it if you're staying up for the board.
That's crazy.
So I need
do
to
I
get-
need to, like, legal paperwork, a copy of it or something?
I can bring it next meeting for you or drop it off.
And then I can change it.
I have a certified hard copy and I'm so security job bring this in.
Yeah, that's good.
Have fun, clerk treasurers.
Items from the town council.
I can't
Think of any. I talked to Mike about it. It's not an issue yet. I'm gonna see if I can talk to the person about cleaning up a little bit around the yard.
Good to see our new deputy.
Yeah, welcome, Christian. We didn't get to tell you that. In uniform and everything. You still live in out south of town there a little bit? Got a beautiful family.
You made a motion earlier.
Yeah, I'll make a
second that
motion to adjourn the meeting and thank everyone for coming.
Meeting is adjourned.
Ron, you let me know when you wanna meet
Um,
Amber or November or whatever.
Why don't you give your folks, give me a call, let me know they're before, and then we'll pick out a date, you and I, you got my number, don't you?